Hello, Shemai, and welcome back to the Red Devil Redemption with Manchester United. And today we have a tough game right at the start of the season against Manchester City, who are in some excellent form themselves, I must say. Since last episode, I haven't played many games at all. I thought I'd bring you this one because it was quite an important one. Last episode, we unfortunately fell to a defeat against Arsenal 2-1, down to 9 men in that game, and we never really looked like winning it. But nonetheless, following that, we bounced back with a very good win against Spurs, 3-1 there. I mean, last season, we all know how much we struggled against Spurs, so to get a good confidence boosting win against Spurs, 3-1 at home there. I know it was only the cup, but still, a win is a win. Following that, a little bit of a choppy one, 3-2 away at Swansea. We were behind after just 2 minutes. Then we were 2-0 up. Ibra and Dybala scoring. Then Jordan Ayew equalised and Miralem Pjanic stepped up with a peach of a free kick and saved us really. Following that, another win in the Europa League. 2-0 there against Hapoel Beersheva. That keeps us top. And we've just beaten Liverpool in what was a fantastic result. 3-1 at home. They were never really in the game. We were 3-0 up by half time. Ibra with a brace and Paulo Dybala scoring all of our goals coming in the space of 7 minutes. We kind of blew them away really. It was a very good game for us. Tables wise, obviously we're top of the Europa League because of how well we've started. They're yet to concede a goal in Europe this season. And we're 4th in the league. Not bad. But as you can see, there's quite a gap between us and top of the table so early on. 5 points between us and Man City. And so a win today would put us in good stead. It would put us in very good form. But it's going to be a tough game because Man City have only lost 1 game this season. And that was to Middlesbrough, of all teams. Liverpool not actually having the best of seasons. So that win against them probably wasn't a huge win. Even though they did very well last season. Where did they finish? They finished 3rd last season, currently in 16th. We're playing against Man City today. Let's have a look at the type of teams that they've played this season. Have they really come up against big teams? They beat Rapid Wien 7-0 in the Champions League. They've beaten Spurs. They've beaten Liverpool. They've beaten Chelsea as well. So they've played against the big teams in the league. Oh no, they're actually in the Europa League. I didn't realise. I thought they were in the Champions League. Yeah, so they're doing very well in their group as well. So it's going to be a tough game. This, again, will be a good indication about how we're doing against the big teams. I know we've beaten Liverpool, but Liverpool obviously not had the best start of the season so far. But here we go then. Let's take a look at the team. Very usual stuff for us today. I think I'm actually going to drop Eric Bailly for Virgil van Dijk. Yeah, this is the team that we want to play. We want David Hay in goals, Lindelof, who has been playing fantastically so far this season, Koulibaly, Virgil van Dijk, and Juan Bernat today, because, where is he? Luke Shaw is a bit tired. Pjanic, Paul Pogba, and Koke in midfield. João Mario behind the striker, who's been a little bit out of form recently, but I'm still giving him a chance today because Mkhitaryan didn't play very well in the last match either. And Ibra and Dybala up front, who have been in fantastic form so far this season. I'm not sure if I showed you this last episode, but we did make a sign-in. Daniele Baselli, he's just a backup midfielder. We signed him for 13 million. He's a decent player for Torino, and so he's going to be playing second fiddle, really, to most of our players this season. So we've got a pretty much full strength side. We've got a couple of players who are a little bit tired, but I'm very happy with the squad we've got to play this game. Rather unsurprisingly, Man City are just slight favourites for this game today. And you can see that's probably reflected, even though we're at home, because of the good start they've had. Only 1 team has beaten them, and that's Middlesbrough. And very few teams, they've conceded very few goals. 1, 2, 3, 4 goals they've conceded so far in 8 games. So we'll do well just to score against them today. We're in some good goal-scoring form, though. And so it's going to be a very tough game. But we've got the squad that we want for this game. No injuries, really. And so we hope maybe we can get a win. Maybe we can sneak a win and be the second team to beat Man City this season. We all know the quality that Man City have got. They've still got the likes of Aguero in game, even though it's been a season. They've got a couple of new fullbacks, but apart from that, they've got a pretty much very similar team to what they have in real life as well. The first highlight of the game, just 5 minutes in. Nice header by Bernat to win the ball back. It goes up to Ibra, but he can't quite get it. Oh, and it's headed back. It's a short header. Ibra's through a goal, and he's put us 1-0 in. Otamendi has just gifted us the lead. He's tried to header the ball back from about the halfway line. He has as well. He's tried to header the ball back from the halfway line. Ibra's racing through on goal. And I was thinking to myself, is he going to miss this? Is he going to miss this? Obviously not. This guy has got 12 goals, I think it was, already this season. He's been in absolutely phenomenal form. Even though he's ancient, he's still playing fantastically. Griezmann gets tackled by Lindelof, and we won the ball back here. Chance to launch a nice little attack. Bernat is a bit isolated out on the wing, but he manages to find Pogba and Pjanic into Dybala. Oh, it's 2-0. It's beautiful. It's absolute liquid football from Manchester United. Paulo Dybala with the second goal after just 23 minutes. Pjanic to Ibra, one touch to Dybala, and lovely finish past the goalkeeper. It's 2-0, and we couldn't have dreamt of a better start. Man City obviously struggling to cope with our firepower up front. They've got a free kick here though. Grimaldo, away to Layun. Pogba wins it back. Excellently done. Can he find someone up the pitch? He gives it inside to Koke instead. Pjanic over the top to Ibra. He's 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. Oh no, he's hit it straight at the goalkeeper. That should have had 3-0 written all over it. Layun with a corner now. It's headed away. Maybe another counter-attack. Aguero, I thought he'd be in the box. He struck it. And I think it's just gone over. I thought it took a deflection. But Ibra there, even though he scored and had an assist, he really should have scored again. And I'm very annoyed that he didn't. De Bruyne gives it into Aguero. And Aguero really should be scoring that as well. There's been a lot of chances 35 minutes in. And arguably the game should be 3-1. Aguero should have scored that. And Ibra, who's been 1-1 twice this game. 50% success ratio on his 1-1s in this game. Unfortunately, if we concede now just before half time, it's gonna make us rue that miss essentially. Lindelof now, a nice attacking fullback, gives it to Ibra, who spreads the play out wide to Lindelof again. Nice little football, nice build-up play, nice neat little passes. Out it goes to Bernat. Can he get a cross in? He does, and Ibra, oh, he's hit the post. He's hit the post. I think it was the post. It was either the post or the crossbar. And Ibra really should have had a hat-trick by now. Let's be honest. It was an absolutely fantastic move again. Bernat has whipped the ball in. Ibra's got ahead of his man. And I think he hit it was either crossed by the post. He hit it with such power. He didn't really see what happened. Half-time then. 2-0 up. Fantastic game. I'm just going to tell them, though. Despite the score, don't worry about... don't get complacent. That's the main thing. Because that's what we've had problems with in the past. And as long as we can get to 70, 80 minutes with a 2-goal lead, I think we'll win the game. Aguero, oh, he's taking it past Koulibaly way too easily there. He's through on goal. He gives it to Fernandinho. What a save by De Gea that was. It said it was a dismal effort, but I thought that was an incredible save by De Gea. They had a lot more time on the ball. They probably could have got it into the box a little bit more. But it's all right. It's fine. We're 2-0 up. Corner for Koke now. He puts it in. It goes to the back post. It's back in there. Oh, my God. Off the line, I think that was by Fernandinho. And I don't know what he's doing with it there. What? What has just happened? Ibra, how... Right, I'm going to bring him off because he's actually playing... No, not yet. Not yet. Don't want to do anything impulsive. Layun puts the ball in. If they score here... Oh, they have as well. Andre Schürrle scored. Ibra, who had an absolute peach of a chance then. He should have scored a hat-trick. The fact that he hasn't scored a hat-trick this game is incredibly disappointing. Schürrle's in way too much space there. And De Gea's very, very close to saving it. It's 2-1 now. And our perfectly good lead is looking at a little bit more squeaky bum time kind of thing. We're going to bring on Mkhitaryan as an attacking midfielder behind the two strikers. He's struggled lately in the last few games. Maybe a chance for João Mario just before he comes off. Nice little touch to Pjanic. Pogba to Koke. A lot of space ahead of the play here. Bernat out wide. Oh, naughty tackle. Naughty tackle by Miguel Layun. He could be in trouble. I don't know whether that was a red card worthy track. No, it's a yellow card. We've got a free kick anyway. Koke takes it quickly. Goes into the box and Pogba scored. The keeper is in absolute no man's land there. Koke, good thinking with a quick free kick. The players aren't ready. You cannot even see the goalkeeper there because of the kick clash. Virgil, I think it was. Virgil van Dijk who wins the header. Down to Pogba. The keeper's in no man's land and it's essentially a tap-in by Paul Pogba. Yeah, it was Virgil van Dijk who got the header. Koke's looking a little bit tired. I'll see if he can last until 70 minutes. Now, I think after this highlight, he's going to come off. Ibra now. Lovely ball over to the top to Dybala. He's through on goal. He scored. It's 4-1. We have absolutely blown Manchester City away today. how did we lose 1-0 to Watford? If we hadn't lost that game, we'd be top. We'd be absolutely top. Lovely ball to spot Dybala. And, alright, Ibra's missed a few chances, but he's also scored one and assisted two. So I can't really complain that much. I'm going to bring Ibra off, though, because he's very tired. He's an old man. It's past his bedtime. 10 minutes to go then. Well, less than 10 minutes now. We're 4-1 up at home to Man City. I mean, I don't think we can lose the game from here. I know we've had some rough situations in the past, but I think it's very unlikely that we will lose the game from this situation. There goes the final whistle. What a victory. What a victory. I mean, the form we're in now, we're not unstoppable, but we've got some very, very big games coming up as well. We've got Braga, then Spurs, all right, and then Huddersfield. But, you know, big games nonetheless. We've got a lot of fairly winnable games. I mean, Huddersfield, Borough, Braga, Brentford, Brighton, a lot of Bs there. Zulte Waregem, Newcastle, and then Chelsea is the next top 6 club we play, which isn't for a while. So we could be in a very, very good situation there as long as we see off all of these teams. We're in some fantastic form, and that was an absolutely stunning performance to take down Man City, who've only lost one game this season, and they conceded the same amount of goals in that game as they have all season so far. Okay, now they've conceded 9 goals, 4 against us, and then look at everyone else has scored 1. What a fantastic episode. What a fantastic win. I hope you enjoyed it, guys. If you did, please leave a like. If you want to see more, please subscribe. And if you have any tips or comments, please leave a comment down below. I'll see you again.